glasses because she knows my heart. I'm Ash, and welcome to Super Ultraviolet. This is a place where we do tarot, astrology, numerology, lifestyle, and mukbang when I get my money up and I can actually get some food. Welcome to the safe space. Today's video is actually going to be a little bit of a different, I don't even know what I'm grabbing at. What is this? Today's video is actually going to be a little different as I build my brand and create more videos about, I don't know, whatever I want. And if you guys comment, I will bring you videos about whatever you guys want also, because I'm just here to talk about shit. But today's video is going to be a rant, as you can read from the title, about Black spirituality and how I think that Black spirituality is kind of trash. Let's get into it. So the first thing I want to say is that you are your own guidance, like you are your own guide to spirituality. Like you can go to people for guidance, you can ask people to pull cards for you, you can meditate, you can do your yoga, but when it comes to being in contact with your higher self and your spirituality, like you are in charge of that. No one is a gatekeeper for how that looks like. And anyone who's telling you that you need to go particularly through them for your salvation or for your enlightenment, then they are freaking wrong. It's internet out here today. It's Google. You can Google it, sweetheart. You can Google your numerology, your astrology. You can learn how to meditate. You can learn how to do all of these stuff. You can build up your psychic powers, and you don't have to go through another person. Now, if you choose to go through another person because you want to stay separate and you want to confide and you want to have actual mentors and people give you information, that that's a whole different thing. And do you, you're entitled to do it. But anybody who is telling you that you need to go directly through them for you to be able to be spiritual is dead. And I know a lot of people out there, will tell you that you need to come to them, or you need to get this spiritual bath from them, or buy this freaking product because they're actually just trying to sell you stuff. So don't fall for it. It's bullshit. And then the thing that really pisses me off is that when people become spiritual or they have their spiritual awakening, it is synonymous with especially with Black people with heads and afros, and it's just all spiritual people don't look like that. All spiritual people look like whatever the hell they look like. It doesn't necessarily have to be a person with incense in their hair and going around saging people who smells like patchouli oil. I think that rhetoric is so dry, it's so late, it's so dead. It's just not what's up. I believe that radical expression of the inner self is the key to lead into spirituality, and all people don't have to fit into the same box, cookie cutter shape, in order for you to validate them as a spiritual person. I personally believe that the more creative, the more counterculture that you look, the more in touch with who you are that you look like, I'm more likely to go to that person and ask them for advice or ask them for, than a person that literally seen online that this is how you look to be spiritual, and a freaking spiritual robot. They all look the same. And it's just annoying. I would like to see more inclusion of different spirituality, especially when it goes to witches and a lot of other spiritual coaches. And even when it comes to the content, it be super freaking dry. All spiritual channels on YouTube are so freaking dry. They talking the same monotonous voice, and they talk real low like this, and they say, you're so and I'm just what? This is so freaking I can't freaking take it anymore. And it's just time, I feel for people to get really authentic with their spiritual processes. Everybody is different. Everybody goes through a different process. Everybody goes through a different awakening process. And I just wish it was more diversity when it came to talking about what exactly those look like. And it's just not. Like, it doesn't always look like cutting your hair off. It doesn't always look like getting online and posting nudes and being like, I'm divine feminine and I'm connected. It's just like, oh, bullshit. I hate it so much. Like, girl, your titties don't make you spiritual. Putting your titties out do not make you more spiritual. Like, you might feel more like body positive about yourself, but that inherently is not spiritual. And I just don't like watching like it just irritates me so much, because it's only one type of spirituality. It's like the white people who have it on lock, especially on YouTube, and they'll have like 10-10, like, what's happening? What does that mean? And it's so like, I mean, I ain't shading y'all. Like, y'all doing y'all thing. Y'all getting the knowledge out there. But I just wish it wasn't just like so like one-sided. Like, I don't want to go to the spiritual blogs and have to be like bombarded with like nudity, like, and being like, this is connecting me. Like, no, it's just false. It's false idols. I don't follow no false idols. Like, the highest person that I follow is myself. And that connection every day is getting stronger through me being authentic with myself, through me being authentic and honest, and me having integrity and value and beliefs and living in my truth every day. It don't matter how much sage you burn. It don't matter how many incense you got. It don't matter how many essential oils that you have, that you put on yourself. Like, if you're not living in your truth, then who gives a fuck? And you're following people who don't even live in their truth, and they're trying to show you what the truth of yourself is. Like, only you can know that. Like, only you can know that. And I'm definitely not going to the same cookie cutter bullshit. Like, I just cannot. I just cannot. At least in the tarot community, like, it's super diverse, and I watch a lot of tarot videos, especially on YouTube. I love the tarot community on YouTube, and I'm so glad to like finally being a part of it and adding and giving messages to people, however they receive it, however they, come, whoever it's for, like, come and get it. That's fine, and that's all well and good, but at least it's diversity. And they never tell you, they always say to you, like, if this don't resonate with you, then it is many other different people that are giving many messages, and you need to find what resonates for you, and everything else you need to like put to the side. But with like after 2012, when shit started hitting the fan and everybody started getting more spiritual, and like people are more spiritual now than ever. Like, people are looking for something to connect to. They want like something more powerful outside of themselves that they can just like really get in touch with, to make them feel like actually connected, because this culture is crazy and it literally disconnects us from being connected with each other. Like, it's more than ever, like, people want to know about energies outside of themselves. And I think this is a perfect time for people, especially now, to start coming out with new and innovative ways to be able to get in contact with people's true version of themselves and inspire people. It's a great time to inspire people to get into contact with the authenticity of themselves, and know that we are all God creator, conscious creators, and we're here to create and connect with each other. And anybody else who's saying anything else different than that is trying to be divisive, is trying to separate you. And I think it's just bullshit, like, just so they can be the best tarot reader or the best like spiritual guru. Like, who gives a fuck? Like, are you actually helping people though? Are you actually helping people like find their truth, like get into contact with who they really are? Like, are you helping people be able to deal with their depression and mental issues? Are you helping people like understand themselves better so they can better connect in their relationships and live more healthy and fulfilling lives? Like, if you're not doing that, get the fuck out of my face. And that naked picture of you online is not doing that for me, sis. Like, it's not. Your titties is not like the key to my illumination and my like awakening. Like, I just don't get it. Like, I just don't get it. And I wish more people would separate. Like, I get the art, I get it, like, I really get the art concept of it, but I wish it was just separate. And I wish the imagery that we were getting when it comes to especially Black spirituality was just like not so much in the forefront of what it is and what it means to be spiritual. Like, for me personally, I think radical expression of self and complete, like, open honesty is like how I will reach my divinity, because I am being honest and I am growing and I am moving forward every day. And that doesn't always necessarily look like me like having good days, or me burning sage, or me like putting on lavender oil. It doesn't look like that every day. And I don't like that people are selling people that dream. Like, this shit is hard. Like, everybody don't want a spiritual awakening. Like, you just don't. And I'm just gonna be honest with you. Like, everybody just doesn't want it, because it is really hard to really look at yourselves in really dark places and really hard times and see the truth of who you are and be able to merge with that. Like, that shit is not for everybody. But everybody want to be spiritual and take on this whole like fake kind of like facade of what it means to be that. So I'm just really over it. Hopefully my channel is like an oasis of just fun, just openness, a safe space to actually like learn and dive deeper into knowledge of self. You can book me at supaultraviolet.com for a reading if you need a reading, and if you would like to learn more about tarot, numerology, or astrology. I am here as a guide. I am here as a lighthouse. But I can't, like, no one can do it for you. Like, you have to actually take the steps to move forward into your, like, freedom. Like, period, point blank. Like, and if you don't want freedom, that's a whole different, that's some different tea. But I just really think that it is time for a change in the spiritual community when it comes to what spirituality looks like. It just really just needs to be revolutionized. Thank you for watching this video. Like, share, subscribe. Again, you can find me at supaultraviolet.com to book a reading with your girl. And if not that, then come and find me on Instagram and look at all of my cute pink photos. And then raise your vibration in that way. And I will be seeing you later.